It's the WP Minute. This episode is brought to you by the WP Minute. If you like the work we do here, please buy us a digital coffee for as little as $5 at buymeacoffee.com/MattReport or join the Slack. That's right, the Slack membership, and connect with over 50 other WordPress newsmakers and professionals at buymeacoffee.com/MattReport. You know how it goes. Everything I mention here will be linked up in the newsletter and the blog post. Check out the WPMinute.com for the links. In the news, you'd have to be living under a rock to miss the recent WP drama unfold on Twitter. In some quickly deleted fever-induced tweets, Matt Mullenweg likened GoDaddy to a parasitic company that is an existential threat to WordPress. Explore more of the debate in the following articles. I explore a world where GoDaddy runs its own flavor of WordPress. WP Tavern recaps the Mullenweg Twitter thread. Master WP's Rob Howard weighs in. And finally, GoDaddy responds to almost the whole shebang in a Sarah Gooding interview. Moving and shaking at Post Status. Longtime Post Status news anchor David Bassett announces his departure from the position. David will be taking on the role of product development for WP Charitable at Awesome Motive after the company announced the acquisition of said plugin. Michelle Frechette highlighted some of the assholes in the WordPress space. She recalls her first-person experiences in the community in the post misogyny in WordPress is real. From our contributors and producers, Ray Morey explores the Australian WordPress vibe after WP Minute producer Cameron Jones sparked the debate on Twitter. WP Lift, longtime WordPress blog, is for sale on Flippa. How do you like your classic press? Shaken, stirred, on the rocks? Quote, recent turbulence in the classic press community has resulted in directors resigning and new leadership installed. The WordPress fork is run under a non-profit organization called the Classic Press Initiative, end quote. Sarah Gooding summarizes the events at the Tavern. Events. WordCamp US tickets will go on sale tomorrow, June 30th, 2022. Visit the WordCamp US website for more information. And the grab bag is back, as always, when I write the show notes. Twitter announced a long-form writing feature. The Lexman Artificial Podcast creates a completely original interview podcast with itself in different voices. I enjoyed the outline of how Basecamp built the new Bubble Up feature in Hey Email. Our very own Raquel Landefeld was on the Women in WP podcast, number 86, and we never 86 the Raquel. Eric Karkovac highlights 10 lesser-known WordPress plugins. Next up, get the pulse on WordPress with Raquel Landefeld. Coming right up.
Hey, WordPress friends. This is Raquel Landefeld bringing you news on the WordPress community. 3.5 weeks ago, I attended WordCamp Europe and was blown away. It was everything our community needed. The surge to kickstart our in-person event scene, or so I thought. I went away from that event pumped to get my local WordCamp going, but I was met with crickets and indifference, the effects of the pandemic, unfortunately. And I believe my local experience represents the global WordPress community. I hear a lot of talk from fellow WordPressers expressing how much they love not having to leave their homes, and they lack the motivation to get even meetups going again, let alone WordCamps. The way I see it, our global WordPress community is sitting comfy on their couches, watching Netflix with the curtains drawn, and is happily ordering Uber Eats. I think I get it. However, I'm not going to sit back and be okay with this new norm because I don't believe it's what's best for humanity. I believe we need to open our blinds and let the sunshine in. I believe we need to open our doors and smell the desert rain and feel the plush grass beneath our feet. I believe we need to be reminded of the beauty of human connection, i.e. meetups and WordCamps. I'm Raquel Landefeld giving you a kind wake-up call. What will it take to get you to open the blinds and doors and step outside again? Have thoughts and questions for me? Because I do. DMs are open on Twitter at Raquel Karina and at Raquel on IG.
Thanks, Raquel. Thanks, Seth Goldstein, for re-upping his WP Minute producer annual membership at buymeacoffee.com/MattReport. Thanks to all of the members who shared these links today: Cameron Jones, Sam Munoz, Daniel Schutzsmith, and Raquel Landefeld. Thanks to you, dear listener, for tuning in to your favorite 5 minutes of WordPress news every Wednesday. You can support independent content like this by purchasing us a digital coffee at buymeacoffee.com/MattReport. Sponsorships are open if you'd like to sponsor the WP Minute as a flagship brand. Get your brand out into the most impactful WordPress professional news in under 5 minutes every week. Reach out to me at thewpminute.com/contact. That's it for today's episode. If you enjoyed it, please share it wherever you do social media and jump on the mailing list at thewpminute.com.